Got 20 orders going out for a total of $480. And we have 3 going out on Poshmark for a total of $106. Actually, this was 4, but I shipped one of these yesterday morning. So let's get to pulling these orders, guys. Show you guys what I got going out today. What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna just show you guys what sold last night for me on eBay and what sold for me on Poshmark as well. Not a very busy day, just 20 orders going out, but as you guys know, I've been only listing 20 a day anyway, so I'm okay with that. I've come to find out over the time period, it doesn't matter what you list, it doesn't matter how many items you have in your store. Usually for me, in my experience, I sell about the same amount of items that I list. So I've been selling 20, I've been listing 20 a day, and I've been selling around 20 a day. Sometimes it's a little more, like right now I got 23 going out. I don't find that when I'm listing 20 a day, I sell 50 in a day. And so case in point, when I was listing 50 a day, there was like 1 or 2 days that I sold 50. But for the most part, I would sell around 30, 35, sometimes 45, sometimes 40. But it was more closer to the amount of items that I was listing a day. Since I've gone down to 20 items a day, I have not sold over 30. It's just, I don't know what the throttle is, what the mechanism the algorithm puts into place to where it slows down your traffic. But based on the size store I have, I would feel like I would be selling more items, but it's just, in my experience, shown me that it's about the amount of items that I'm listing a day versus the amount of items that I'm selling. Now, I would make more sales if I were to accept all offers, but then I'd have the concept of, well, are these lowball offers that I'm accepting going into my set 20 sales a day that they're allowing me, right? So I try to maximize the amount of money I make by accepting the best offers or sending offers that are going to net me the most money. Had a guy send me a $5 offer on a $15 shirt today. I declined it. I had a guy send me a $7.50 offer on a pair of $17 jeans today. I declined it. If I'd accepted those 2 sales, would those go for my 20 today? And would I just be like not high, total of net going to my bank? That's not worth it. I'm not willing to risk that to see and test to see if that's how it is or not. So if I'm gonna get 20 sales in a day, I want to do the best 20 that I can. So with that being said, I want to show you guys some of the items that sold yesterday. Got this women's Under Armour hoodie. This is a women's medium, just a basic hoodie, sold for $10. Then we have this Broken Threads. It's like a full zip hoodie. This is a men's medium. This sold for $12. I went back and forth with this guy for about 4 days. He sent me $8 offer, $9 offer, $10 offer. Finally, I got him up to 12. I had it listed for 20, but I've never even heard of this brand before. So I was like, let me just not lose the sale and accept the 12. This is a Delta Chi or Delta Chi, some type of university, fraternity, sorority thing. It says Mom's Weekend. So I don't know if this was a men's shirt or a women's shirt, but I looked it up, and from what I gathered by typing in the fraternity information, I gathered that it was a fraternity and not a sorority, but I'm still never 100% sure on these things. I did sell it in the men's category for 11 bucks. That was a men's large. Got this Friends Central Perk coffee, the coffee store logo from Friends, the store. This is just like a Fair Isle-ish sweater, size large. I did put that in the men's category, but I titled it as an adult sweater because I don't know who's going to actually wear this thing, and that sold for 14 bucks. Then we got this Bobby Brooks button-up shirt dress. I picked up 2 of these when I got these because it's a women's 1X. This sold for a best offer of 12 bucks. I think I sold the other one for about the same price as well. But Bobby Brooks is not something that I would pick up again or, would even consider, listing in my store. So inside the Patreon, we've been talking about, at least in my morning calls, I've been talking about weekly goals for the week. Like, what do you want to accomplish this week? this week and this week only, what are a couple of tasks that you can set aside that you can make sure that you get done. Then I go over a weekly sourcing goal. What does your sourcing strategy look like for this week? How many items are you trying to grab? What are you buying for the whole month? What is it that you are looking to accomplish with your sourcing for this entire week? Are you going out one day of the week? Are you going out Monday, Wednesday, Friday? That type of thing. And then Thursday, I go over listing goals. If your listing goal doesn't change, then it's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be what can help you list more, what can help you be more successful at getting your listings done by a certain time, what can help you list faster, what can help you do it easier, you know, these types of things. And then Friday, I'll just do a wrap up to make sure that everybody did everything that they said they were going to do. And so me personally, I really like the dynamic of this now, because I feel like not only is it going to stop people from being complacent, but it's going to hold them accountable to actually take action to get better. So if you've been in the Patreon for a little bit, and I think that you should be further along than you are, it's time to push the envelope. It's time to try to challenge people. Let's challenge people into being better than what they already are, right? There's nothing wrong with, you know, taking it how you want to, but I feel like as a leader that I'm supposed to be challenging people in not just their business, but in all ways, right? If you are doing the same thing, you're going to continue getting the same results. So how are you supposed to level up? You know, and eventually you'll reach a plateau, you'll reach a peak to where you can't get, you know, any further without the help of someone else. And if you've come to that point, I suggest you check out the Patreon that Bo and I started, where we help people reach 6 figures or whatever their goal is inside their reselling business. Let us share with you our experiences, our mistakes that have helped us get to 6 figures multiple years in a row. So I don't claim to be an expert in all things, but I am an expert in making 6 figures because I've done it a couple of times in a row now. Now, with that being said, there is a 7-day free trial if you guys want to check it out, see if it's the right fit for you. And if it's not, we totally understand. This is a vintage Russell athletic shirt. I don't remember exactly what the graphic was on there, but I just titled it the vintage Russell athletic shirt. And that is a men's extra large, made in the USA, sold for a best offer of 17 bucks. These are Under Armour pants, men's small, just like track pants. Those sold for 12 bucks. Old Navy pullover fleece, quarter zip mock neck. That is a men's extra large, sold for 15 bucks. We got this Ducks Unlimited Mizzou edition. That is a men's large, sold for 20 bucks. Got this Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirt, men's medium. That sold for a best offer of $18.50. These I think are American Eagle. Yep, American Eagle cargo shorts, camouflage obviously. Men's 36. Those sold for $25. We got this Nike hoodie with just the different Nike logos on it, and that is a women's extra small. That's sold for 20 bucks. Case in point about weekly goals. I really hate consolidating my storage, right? But as you guys see, these boxes have tons of space in them. And also, as you saw, that shelf over there is part of the way consolidated, right? But if I didn't set it as a goal for this week to get it done, I'd probably keep pushing it off. That is a goal for the week. Now there is a subscriber of the channel that says that this is the hard way to do it. That it's better to use racks, but I didn't start out using racks, and I'm not going to switch over to using racks because at this point in time, it would just be a pain in the butt to switch over inventory systems. But either way you guys choose to do it, as long as you can find your items, like I'm looking for 2233 Washington University hoodie. As long as you guys can find your items, I don't really care how you store them. If you want to use totes, go ahead and use totes. If you want to use racks, go ahead and use racks. As long as you can find the items easily and you're not losing things, that's really all that matters. That hoodie sold for 25 bucks. It's a men's large. But my goal is for you guys to be able to maximize the space you got. Racks take up a lot of space. I could fit way more items in here in these boxes than I could if I was to put racks in here and hang clothing on them. Probably double the items. So this works for me. It doesn't have to work for everyone, but if you guys do want to use this inventory system, you can get anything, the boxes, the bags, the SKU numbers, all that stuff in the description of my video. Down below there's Amazon links for each individual product if you guys want to use this inventory system. Got these Carhartt pants, just some green canvas pants. These sold for 20 bucks. Those are a men's 32-30. And let's see, I got two more items real quick. Hang on. So I got these really old BKE jeans, and by old I mean like I've had them listed for about 2 years now. Probably about a year and a half, to be fair. These are, nope, I want to say, matter of fact, I probably had these listed slightly over a year because it was cold last year around this time when I got these. I got these from a buddy of mine. His wife used to sell on eBay. She had these BKE jeans. She used to have a source for like pallets and stuff like that a few years back when she was doing eBay. So she had a lot of these BKE low-rise flare leg jeans. These are a women's 26-35. But the thing is, the return rate on these have been high for me on this particular buy due to the fact that women are not checking the measurements, and the jeans have also shrunk due to being washed and things like that. So 26 is already a super tiny size, right? So a lot of these jeans, not a lot of them, but a good ratio, I want to say like a quarter of them have been returned multiple times. One of them I threw away because it had gotten returned 4 times. So hopefully this sale sticks. That was a sale of $20. I had them listed for $25. The person sent me an offer for $20, and I'm hoping that the sale actually sticks and doesn't get returned. Then I got a pair of shoes coming up. I ain't sold some shoes in a while. All right, so these are Nike Air Zoom Windflows number 7. These are women's size 8. I haven't listed shoes in about a year and 4 or 5 months at least. So I'm really glad to see a pair of shoes go. These sold for 20 bucks. I did have them listed for much higher. I think I had them listed for around $39. While I know you say, Marcus, that's 50% off and you don't like accepting 50% off offers, I never plan on listing another pair of shoes. So therefore, I'm not going to boost the algorithm by suddenly starting to list shoes again. So I need to get rid of my shoes. The person did send me like a stupid offer, like $10. Or actually, it was much lower. I think it was like $7. And I auto declined that because I'm not playing games. Then they came back with 15 and I declined that too. Then they came back with 20. So that works. You know, I got them up over the $7 they offered in the first place. So I'm gonna show you guys what's going on Poshmark. I do have a couple more eBay orders, but I'm not even gonna bother showing you guys those. I will show you guys the Poshmark orders, and for me, I don't know, I think the most optimal size Poshmark store, let me get away from this heater. That's what that noise is all the time in these videos, guys, that big whooshing sound. That's why I come in between these 2 rows all the time, because it muffles the sound, in case you guys are wondering why it's so loud in my videos. Sorry about that. That's not something I can change. But I feel the optimal Poshmark store size is about 1,000 items. Somebody said something about Daily Refinement saying something about a 3,000 item store. That may be too. I mean, but for me, when I start listing on Poshmark, when I had around 1,000 items, I sold like 10 in a day, 14 in a day, because those items were able to get shared a crap ton of times, right? So I feel like where I'm at now, I got 6,000 something items on Poshmark, and I might only sell 4 or 5 in a day. So I feel like the smaller store size you have, the more items you'll sell, because your items can get shared more than one time. I have a 6,000 item store. Flip only allows me to share 6,000 times a day. So that means each item is only getting shared 1 time a day. Therefore, my sales are now going to be through the roof. So if you're going to switch over to Poshmark or start listing on Poshmark, be mindful of the store size you have. If you have a smaller store, then you're set. But if you have a large store, or I don't even have a large store, but if you have a bigger store, then you're probably in for some slower sales on Poshmark. But still, you'll still make enough to where it's worth your time trying to cross list over there. So there is a link for Vendu, what I use to cross list, in the description. If you guys want to use Vendu to get your items cross listed over, they cross list over to all types of different platforms as well. You guys can check that out down below. You'll save 25% off. If you have 1,000 items or more that you need to get cross listed over, use the unlimited plan. It's $75. It's cheaper than whatever their maximum plan is, and it's the best way for me personally to list all my items, and I think it's the cheapest way for someone with 1,000 items or more, or around 1,000 items, to get their stuff switched over. So let me show you guys what's sold over there. Okay, we got this Mercy Hospital crew neck sweatshirt, extra large, sold for 25 bucks. We got this Simo Redhawks hoodie. This sold for $18. That's an extra large. Then I got these John Varvatos wool dress pants. These I did take a low offer on. These sold for 30 bucks. They're a men's size 34. I had them listed for 50 bucks, and I did just list them yesterday on Poshmark, but I listed them on eBay a couple of weeks ago with no traction. So I just took the $30 offer to get the sell, because hey, why not? 30 bucks is still above what I want items to sell for. And then I had this St. Louis Blues kids jersey. This sold yesterday while I was packing orders, so I just went ahead and shipped it. Just a kids St. Louis Blues jersey. So that sold for 21 bucks. So a viewer of the channel asked about older inventory and why it's good to like know what you're selling, right? So as you guys know, I got these totes right here. This is all old inventory. Now these are all shoes. The reason why I'm not selling shoes is because I don't list shoes. This tote right here is the oldest inventory that I have. This is before I started doing the SKU system. So I sell stuff like this still to this day. These are women's American Eagle jeans, skinny stretch, but they're size 2. So that's not an in-demand size. Skinny stretch is not an in-demand style anymore either. And Taylor Loft jean shorts, size 25. Definitely not something that's in demand. These are J. Crew Mercantile Flex or whatever jeans. These are a women's 27. Not a good size. Also, not a style that's in demand. Got this vintage Nike jacket, or not Nike jacket. Got this vintage NFL Rams jacket. Don't know why this hasn't sold. Probably just a bad quality of listing. Love pink pants, Victoria's Secret pink pants. Those are not in style anymore. Not that look, at least. And I got this weird, what is this, Chelsea? I don't even know what this is. I got this in a bulk buyout from some guy that was selling pallet stuff. Pallet liquidation. Not a good item to have. Old Navy boyfriend jeans in white. Ain't nobody buying those. Love you dear. Don't know what that is. Just a lot of stuff, guys, that isn't trending. J. Crew corduroy pants, 34.30. I don't know why these haven't sold. That stuff sells all the time for me. So one reason or another, this stuff has made it through the Blair pants. That's not a good item to sell. What is this? Adore Me. That's not a good item to sell. What is this? I think it's Adore Me too. Fashion Nova. Not a good brand to sell. Will Fashion Nova sell? Yeah, but it's not great. Anthony Richards. Horrible brand to sell. So that's why this stuff that I have from back in the day is still listed. You learn as you go along what type of stuff either you enjoy selling, 2, enjoy selling because it sells fast, and then 3, you just learn what's on trend. Certain things that were on trend 2 years ago definitely aren't on trend anymore. So me personally, I've steered clear of picking up a lot of women's clothing these days. The bulk of my store is all men's stuff. If you guys watch the videos, the majority of the stuff that sells is men's stuff. I just find that it sells better for me and it sells for more money. So over the time, you'll get a a feel of what you can get the most of, where you can make the most money off of, and what's the fastest for you to list. And that's why I stay away from stuff like what's in those totes. I'm not selling shoes anymore, barely even list hats anymore, even though I know that they can do okay. I just don't enjoy taking pictures and photos of hats versus the quick setup of just taking pictures of clothes. Some people think hats are way easier than clothes. That may be true. I just don't feel like changing the setup just to take pictures of hats. And I got like 50 hats to take photos of too. I just never get around to them. So that'll probably go into the accountability for next week, to just hold myself accountable and get hard stuff done, get stuff that's not in the norm done, tasks that need to be done taken care of. So hopefully that answers the question for why I feel like some of the items are not worth picking up versus what I currently pick up. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. That's gonna do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.